Tehran is already in its final hours. No alarms, no warnings, just silence before everything ends. And then it began. In seconds, the city turned into chaos. Buildings collapsed one after another. Ground itself was breaking apart beneath them. People ran, but there was nowhere left to go. And then silence took over everything. No voices, no movement, just emptiness, as if the city itself had stopped breathing. In just 24 hours, everything ended. Tehran vanished without a trace. Not a single soul survived. Everything stopped at once. No signals, no control, no explanation. Just a countdown taking over the entire city. At first, it felt like nothing, just another glitch. But then every screen, every device showed the same thing. And slowly, fear began to take over everyone. They tried to stop it, but nothing worked. Every system, every control was already gone. Whatever this was, it was far beyond human control. Then the sky began to change. The air grew heavier, darker, harder to breathe. And that's when they realized this wasn't just a warning. And then it finally began. A single flash, followed by a sound no one could ignore. The countdown continued as the end moved closer. The first strike hit without warning. In seconds, everything changed, and the city was thrown into chaos. It didn't stop at one, it spread everywhere. Explosions, one after another, tearing the city apart. And panic took over every single street. Buildings began to fall, one after another. The ground itself was tearing everything apart, and there was nowhere left to escape. They cried out for help, but no one came, trapped beneath the ruins with fading hope. This wasn't just destruction, it was the end. And then it all collapsed completely. The city was gone, buried under silence and dust. In just hours, everything they knew was erased forever. When it was over, nothing remained the same. A city once alive, now buried in silence and dust. And those who survived were left with nothing. They searched through the ruins, hoping someone was still alive. Every sound felt real, yet terrifying at the same time, because they didn't know what was still out there. There was nothing left to save, just ruins stretching beyond the horizon, and a silence that proved everything was already over. No one came, no one was coming. The world moved on while the city stayed buried. And in the end, nothing survived. Not the city, not its people, not even its memory. Because in just 24 hours, everything ended. The world watched, but no one understood how an entire city could disappear so fast. And deep down, they feared this wasn't the end. Fear spread faster than the destruction itself. Cities slowed down, people started to panic, because everyone knew this could happen again, anywhere. Then systems began to fail across the world. Lights went out, signals disappeared. Everything slowed down, and suddenly no place felt safe anymore. Then everything went quiet across the world. No signals, no voices, no answers anywhere. And that silence was more terrifying than the destruction itself. In the end, it wasn't just one city. One by one, everything faded into darkness, until nothing was left anywhere at all. Just when everything had gone silent, a signal appeared from somewhere unknown, and it proved this wasn't truly over yet. The signal wasn't random, it had a source, and it wasn't just one location anymore. Something was spreading far beyond control. And then it chose again, a new location marked and locked, as if the next city had already been decided. And just like before, the countdown began again. No warning, no way to stop it, no time to escape. Another city was already running out of time. It didn't end with Tehran, it was only the beginning. The system had chosen again, and it wouldn't stop because the next target had already been decided. This time, it was different, not one disaster. But everything at once, the ground, the sky, everything turned against them. And then the water came without warning, a force so massive, nothing could stand against it. In seconds, the city was swallowed whole. Fire followed the water, spreading faster than anything before. Explosions lit up the sky, turning night into chaos. And in that moment, everything was completely lost. Everything gave way, all at once. Buildings, bridges, entire districts collapsing together. And in that chaos, nothing could survive anymore. And then it ended completely. Silence took over everything that remained. No movement, no voices, not even a single trace left behind. After everything went silent, something still moved beneath the ruins, a faint sign that this end was not complete. It didn't stop, it was still there, hidden beneath the silence, waiting in the dark. Whatever survived was slowly coming back again. It wasn't random. It was still active, stronger than before, and growing in silence. Whatever this was, it had survived everything. It was waking up stronger than before, every pulse shaking what remained of this world. This time, nothing would be able to stop it. It never ended, it only reset. What destroyed everything before was starting again. And this time, it would not stop until nothing remained. It started again in another city. Everything looked normal, just like before, until the countdown appeared once more. At first, no one understood what it meant, but the same countdown appeared everywhere again, and slowly, that fear returned once more. Panic spread faster than anyone expected. The city lost control within just a few moments, and the countdown kept moving without stopping. And just like before, it began again. A sudden strike, without any warning at all. And in seconds, the city started to fall apart. Just like Tehran ended the same way. Lights faded. The skyline disappeared into silence. And once again, nothing was left behind at all. It happened again in another city. Everything looked normal, just like before, until the countdown appeared once again. People started to notice the same pattern again. Every screen, every signal, showing the same countdown. And slowly, fear began to return. Panic spread through the city faster than before. Systems failed, people ran. Nothing made sense anymore. And still, the countdown never stopped moving. And just like before, it began again. A sudden strike, without any warning at all. And in seconds, the city started to break apart. Just like the others, ended the same way. Lights faded, the city disappeared into silence. And once again, nothing was left behind at all.